Hey bike farmers, thanks for clicking in. We got ourselves, I think this is a 1983 Ross mount hood, handmade in the USA by Ross in Allentown, Pennsylvania. They were one of the first to really start putting out production mountain bikes. Everything on this bike is original. Even the shoulder strap is in good shape. I mean, all the stuff that's usually blown out on these things, the tires, it's in good shape. The saddle doesn't have any tears. I took this thing completely apart, cleaned everything in the parts washer, re-greased it, and put it back together. This was a complete restoration. This bike belongs in a museum. I'm going to deliver it to my friend Lane over at the local brewery. They're mountain bike fanatics over there, and he's been asking me for a bike to hang on his wall, so I'm gonna send it over there and put it on display because it is cool to look at. I'm really excited for you to come along for the ride as I restore it to its original glory. Some old Shimano, I don't know what you even call this group set. This is their mountain group set, I think. Ross bicycles on the tire. 26-inch Weinman concave rims. Shimano housing. I love these old Diacomp cantilever brakes. We still have the, oh, what do you call that? The shoulder strap. 4130 Chromo Ross sticker. And here you can kind of get a close-up on the condition of the chrome. I think it'll buff right out. Decals are still pretty good. I love that crank set. It's beautiful. Town and Country Bicycle in Racine, Wisconsin. Not racing. These pedals aren't as cool as they look. Good enough for who they're for. Pretty cool fork. Ross, Allentown, Pennsylvania. Here's the sensor for the computer. We'll pull that off. Maillard hubs. Got some etching on the Diacomp levers. These aren't my favorite shifters. Bullhorn stem and bars. Original grips. That's the bike. Let's tear it apart. First things first, you can see how absolutely dry this is. Man. There. Just gonna squirt some Tri-Flow down in here. Just to protect things a bit. Put some grease on my brush. A minor annoyance here. This looks to be on backwards to me. I think it wants to go that way. I'm just gonna grease it up and replace it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Coming off. Rigmarole here. Keep that there for safekeeping. go. Tire comp. How does this work? I think we're discovering the reason why Shimano link lock doesn't really exist anymore. How do I get that pin out of there? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna mangle this. I don't know. I cannot for the life of me figure it out. And there's not much information out there, so I'm bailing. As much as it pains me, reuse this pin if we have to. So this is the Shimano link lock. I've never seen one before. There's this pin, and this flat edge on it is me breaking it. It's supposed to be round, but I think it'll still work. So it goes like that. Oh yeah, there we go. It goes like that, and then the pin goes through. Man, it's just easier to use a chain tool, isn't it? Man, am I on the struggle bus or am I on the struggle bus? This, oh, there we go. There, I got it in. I got the pin in. Okay, so then when you do that, it goes to the small end and then it's not moving. It's not going anywhere. And then I'm just gonna put that pin back in right there. And that's how I'm gonna reconnect that chain, because that ain't worth futzing with while it's on the bike. I tell you what, that was annoying. That just killed about 20 minutes of my life. Oh, dropped a washer. Oh, dropped a bolt. It's hard to get a grip on it. There we go. Oh, dropped a pedal. I like to use a cone wrench so I don't mar these up. Put the microphone up to this bottom bracket. You can really hear how dry the bearings are inside. It's always a good idea to snug this part of the tool into the crank arm just to be safe. Here we go. That's good old fill. God, this bike is great because it's got surface rust, but nothing is rusty, like stuck rusty. This is actually still in decent shape. These are always totally blown out. You know, this cotton breaks down over time. I may be able to clean that up. I think it's going to look good. There we go. And try to grab it with my hand. Yeah, good. Yeah, see how it's just all just surface rust. That's a cool old mountain bike fork. I like that big wide crown. Well, that's pretty stripped down, I'd say. Time to start cleaning that frame. Now here's our wonderful pile of parts. The handlebars. Make a basket and put it in the parts washer. Maybe not the pedals. You know, I think I am gonna prep things a little bit here for the parts washer. I'm just gonna kind of keep things like this. Let the ultrasonic handle the rest. I hit these. I am gonna put these pedals in the parts washer, and then we'll re-grease them. Okay, here we are in the parts washer. I'm gonna put in a little bit of degreaser, and this is hot water. Get everything underwater there. There we go. About 20 minutes. Power wash works great. That's really clean. Looks like it worked out pretty good. The grunge just wipes right off. Makes it so much easier. And these old front derailleurs are beautiful, huh? Get after these handlebars a little bit here. Oh, dropped a bolt. There. Pretty clean. Let's clean up some wheels. These hubs feel pretty good. Let's start with the power wash. hard to get in here. But this is pretty much the best way I've learned how to clean the inside of a hub. I'm going to be going around this wheel a few times. Just scrubbing it till it's clean. So I just kind of sprayed the tires with the furniture polish, and I'm just gonna let it soak in. I don't know, I probably wouldn't normally do this on a bike where I thought those tires would actually be ridden or whatever, but this is kind of a collector thing, and I'm just trying to preserve the original tires the best I can. Brings them back like with some luster, like an Armor All type protectant. Got ourselves a tube of grease. Bearings. Get our cup cleaned out here. Oh, got a bunch of grease coming out the back end. Ew, gross. Bit of a mess to deal with here. Got it all over myself. I know. Wear gloves. Pick up some grease for those threads along the way. Pretty good. Always more polishing as we go. So this guy is keyed and knurled. We're gonna get it good as we can, right where we want it. I'm gonna add some grease directly to these threads. I do this right up by the crown on the fork, is to not bend anything. Okay, that's very, very tight. Want this wrench. That's easier. All right, so we gotta back that off. keyed washer that doesn't want to come off. I'm going to back that up a little bit. Get this washer reset. This washer really doesn't want to stay in its home. The key is kind of worn out. It feels pretty good, but it's still a little tight. A little bit of trial and error here. This is a tough one because flats on the adjustable cup. Not easy to adjust. We'll get there eventually. Ooh, that feels really good, folks. We got there. I'm gonna give it a quick snug here. Maximum leverage. I'm good with that. Good and greasy. Just gonna put a little bit of tri-flow on some of these parts. A little bit of grease and a wedge. Line things up best I can. It's a lot easier to do with a wheel on. That is guten tight, German word. Work on this bottom bracket a little bit. Grease up the cups. Good and greasy. Trying to catch a thread. There it is. Guten tight. Grease your threads. Very smooth. Feels pretty good. Lock ring. And there's a little bit of play in it. So I'm gonna loosen it. Loosen it a bit. Tighten it a smidge. That's pretty good. Good and tight. And the dust cap. Get the right springs on the right brake. That's it. There we go. As promised, we're gonna re-grease these pedals. There's no dust cap on this side. Good and gooey. Well, I think that we should open these hubs up, squirt some grease in it, based on everything else I've seen on this bike. Oh, not only that, everything's super loose, so first thing to do is to pop this freewheel off. Hub wrench on that flat. Come around to the other side and loosen things up. Bearings flying all over the place. Freshen things up a bit. Well, it feels way better. Man, I think that's perfect. Phil's tenacious oil. Don't use this every day. That's considerably shinier. Man, I could go to town on this thing. I think I'm going to spend some time on it. Well, I did not expect this freewheel to get that clean or that smooth. Phil's tenacious oil is great. Just wonderful on these freewheels. Hopefully 40 years from now, when the next guy's working on this bike, it comes off as easily for them. Alright, one last wipe down on these wheels. Maybe a touch up. Squirt some grease. Man, that's probably going to be about perfect. Just going to touch up the rim a bit here. Put some wheels on, turn it back into a bicycle. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Cables. We're just going to lube them up. They are bone dry. Any more? They're not rusty. Get the cable guide put in. Good. I hate to pull it out of the housing because I don't know if I'll get it back through. I've been bitten by that too many times, and this is a nice old fat mountain bike brake cable. So we'll just work it. As long as we kind of get it in the same spot as before. And a 9mm. Let's see how we did. A little loose. But functioning. Ooh, that's good. Fine. Two of the bottle screws are a little rusty. I don't like that. Ain't bad. So the shoulder pad strap thing here, hit it with some light detergent. So we have ourselves a bike. The handlebars seem just a smidge crooked. Always do that on the ground like this. Really helps. What a cool bike. It really turned out well. You know, it actually doesn't ride half bad. It's good enough for who it's for, I suppose. You know, I'd never design a bike like this and do it on purpose, but it's kind of fun. I'm gonna head over to the brewery and deliver this thing. They're original.
Really?
It's the original grips, original tires. Where are you gonna put it?
Very cool. Probably right there.
Yeah, nice. Right in the middle of the whole shebang. It'll look good with the disco ball.
Yeah.
If you like this and want to support the channel, you know to click all the buttons, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you and your bike can stay tuned.